Welcome to GoTarryn TV live at the pool. Well, Taryn, I'm so excited that we can have a poolside chat today. And I know, isn't it great? It's
nice.
Beautiful.
Very
Who
nice.
thought in late September we'd still be sitting by the pool?
I know, exactly.
So what I'd like to talk about today are 3 things that people can do starting now. You don't have to do anything
Okay.
to change your diet
Okay.
and start losing weight.
Oh, I love it. That's good, Elsie.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So the first one is to cut or remove sugars and starches from your diet.
Very good. Kind of like what we talked about last time. The
Low carb living is the
Mhm.
way to go. So it's cutting the carbonated beverages, cutting the sugary drinks,
Okay.
like fruit juices
Mm.
and fruit juice blends, cutting how much desserts, cutting your trips to the vending machine,
Right.
and learning how, look at the labels and look at the sugar content of what you eat.
Okay.
And really start maximizing getting rid of sugar out of your diet. That's
Right.
the number one cause of inflammation, and that's the number one cause of belly fat
Okay.
as we age, and it's the number one cause for diabetes,
Oh, wow. Okay. Okay.
our sugars and starches. And a lot of people don't realize with a high sugar, high starch diet comes inflammation,
Mm-hmm.
and then that can lead to health issues, high blood pressure, high triglycerides, high cholesterol, other things. Plus, it can lead to your insulin not being able to do its trick with sugar and getting it out of the body, so we become insulin resistant,
Yes.
which can lead to a whole host of issues.
Mm-hmm.
The second thing people can do right now to change the way you eat is to eat more clean proteins, more fats, and by fats, coconut oil, olives, nuts, seeds, healthy fats, avocados, and vegetables. And lean in to those green vegetables, collards, kale, spinach, all your greens, Swiss chard, broccoli. There's so many green vegetables, it's mind-numbing if you go to the grocery store. And when you go to the grocery store, shop the perimeter. Go to the fruits and vegetables section, then you can go right into the meats and eggs. Eat your eggs, and also eat the whole egg.
Yeah.
Don't just eat egg whites, because the yolk has a lot of vitamin minerals that are essential. It also does have healthy fat in it as well.
Okay.
Another healthy fat is grass-fed butter. Adding butter back into your diet to cook your eggs, or to on the back of saute your vegetables in a little olive oil and butter mix will be good. But adding butter back into the diet.
Okay. Okay.
And the third thing is exercise.
Very good.
So those 3 things you can start doing now to change your diet and to start losing weight. And I want everybody to remember, it takes about 6 to 8 weeks for us to change a habit and or pattern. So allow time and be gentle. This is not something you can say, oh my gosh, I ate a carb, or I ate a cookie, therefore I've blown it. It's like, no, you haven't. Remember, allow yourself 6 to 8 weeks to build in this new routine. Planning is critical.
Oh, yes.
Start, plan, make a list, make a grocery shopping list. Stick to your list. Don't buy anything that's not on your list.
Okay.
Prepare your foods. Make sure in your refrigerator you've got food that you can eat. That's like if it's vegetables, if you've gotten carrots and celeries and cucumbers, go ahead, wash them, cut them up into carrot sticks, celery sticks, slice the cucumbers, put them in containers, because then you can grab and go.
I like
If you buy a pack of chicken breasts, go ahead and cook them up. Put them in the oven with some salt, pepper, a little olive oil, bake them.
Makes sense.
They taste delicious. And bake them low and slow,
Okay. Okay.
so the meat gets real tender.
Yeah.
But just prepare and plan,
Mm-hmm.
and you will have success. And in 6 to 8 weeks' time, you will notice a big difference.
That's very good, Elsie. So one question, is it ever too late for someone to get started on
It
this?
is never too late.
That's
It is
good.
never too late to change a habit or a pattern, especially if it's not to your benefit. And as we age, even for the youngsters out there who are listening to this, the
Yep.
people in their early 30s, mid 30s, or late 30s, you can change and reverse health issues by changing over to a healthy low carb diet.
That's amazing, too.
Food is medicine.
It is.
And it
you're
should
right.
be our medicine. And food is fuel. That's what our body runs on. So when you put good quality food in, you're going to get a healthy, vibrant, energetic body.
That makes sense. Yeah. How about kind of deterrence if people are, let's say, eating unhealthy foods or even drinking alcohol? Can they still do that with this plan, or is it pretty much, would you say, all or nothing?
I don't think anything should be all or nothing unless you have a problem.
Right.
Like you've got insulin. You've been diagnosed with prediabetes. I've just been diagnosed with type 2 diabetics. Then quite simply, it's all or nothing. You've got to really put your best foot forward and stick to it.
Okay.
But if you're just starting this and you're like flipping the coin and you're like, you know what, I need to get healthier.
Yeah.
I remember when I was about to turn 40, I wanted to lose some weight. I was like, you know what, it just sneaks up on you. And I want everybody to understand that happens. Life happens.
Yes.
We all get busy. We're stressed. We're doing a lot of things. And it can sneak up on you. And you wake up one morning and you go, I'm just not happy with the body I'm in for whatever reason. It could be a lot of things. Today is the first day of the rest of your life. That's so true.
Yeah.
And it really hits the nail on the head. It's never too late to start and to make changes, to make healthy changes.
No, I like that a lot, Elsie. And you mentioned also, like you said, the third thing is exercise.
Exercise.
And so for the people who they're not working out, same question, like would it be better maybe to kind of incrementally progress into something like that with like baby steps if they're not doing any workout right
If you're not doing any workout, yeah, definitely. Incrementally, baby steps, get in there, start. Also, find a gym you like. Don't just say, oh, I'm going to go to this gym. Needs to be close to you and location-wise, or on your normal path. Like if it's a gym you can go by on your way home every day. Stop in, talk to them, take a look around. What do they offer? Do they offer group exercise? Do they offer personal training? Is it a place you like? Are you drawn there? Do other people you know go there? You want to find a location, number one, where you feel comfortable.
Very true.
Where you like the facility, you like the program offerings.
Yes, definitely.
And it's got to be someplace that's on your path that you'll get to. Like I work out every day at lunchtime. That just works for me. I like to have that break in my day where I totally take myself to another place. Then when I come back for the rest of my day, I've got a whole new outlook. It's something like I've got a fresh brain to tackle things. So working out in the middle of the day really works well for me. I'm not so good about working out in the evening. Years and years ago, I would get up at 5 in the morning and I would jump on MARTA and I would get to the gym by 5:45. And I worked out from 5:45 to 7 o'clock every morning because I was going to get it in. The gym was in, I would park, I got on MARTA, but I was in walking distance to my office. So all I had to do was walk across the bridge to get to my office. And it was convenient. And it had the classes. It had group exercise. It had a pool so I could swim. Had everything I wanted. So I went. And my incentive was, it was done. When I went to the office, I had gotten my workout in.
That's a good way to start the day.
It was a great way to start the day. And now, that exercise in the middle of the day just works perfectly for me. So it may take a week or two for someone to find that right fit. And it could be you join the gym and then realize, then I don't know if it's right. So go and visit. I think all gyms have guest passes. And I think you can pretty much get a week free. Also, there's a great thing, what is it? Class pass.
Oh yeah, yeah, right.
Class
Right.
pass is great because then you can try different gyms. And I
Yep.
had a friend who did class pass. She never joined a gym. She just did class pass for specific gyms she liked and knew the classes. So that's where she went. So there are lots of options out there.
That's really good, Elsie. And then after your plan of these 3 initiatives of 6 to 8 weeks, and let's say that people are successful and they lose the weight, they're going to if they stick to this plan. Then from there, is it another, how would you evaluate from there? What plan of attack would you just tell them to do something different or stay on that pathway that got them there and continue that? What does the next continuation look
Well,
like?
I think it depends on what the people, what your individual
Sure.
goals are,
Yeah.
and what you, the audience,
Mhm.
think about what your goals. Set goals. Set smart goals.
Aha, yes, definitely.
You know, goals that you're going to stick to. Goals
Mhm.
that are measurable.
Yep.
Uh, goals that are that hit your core. So
Mhm.
know your why going into it so that you will stick to it. And if you have problems with accountability, like I don't know how many people have read Gretchen Rubin's books, but I am an obliger. I have a better time sticking to goals that somebody else sets for me.
Oh, okay, okay.
I have a hard time sticking to personal goals
Mhm.
that I set because I let like work goals or I've obligated myself to someone else. So it's a great idea to find out what is going to motivate you to stick to it, whether it be hiring a personal trainer
Mhm.
that's going to set the goals for you and help you set your goals, but
Mhm.
having that accountability through a personal trainer is going to
Yes.
make you stick to them.
Mhm.
If you are good at keeping the goals you set, then you may not need that. But getting to the gym, having a check-in, knowing you got to fill out that sheet on your
Mhm.
exercises, or going to a group class. I
Mhm.
think that's why group exercise works so well for me,
Mhm.
is because all those other people in the class hold me accountable. We all
Right.
become friends. We chat, we visit,
Mhm.
and we know each other. And if somebody doesn't show up, they're like, oh my gosh, we missed you last week. It makes me feel good, but it also holds me accountable for showing up to that
Right.
class.
Mhm. Mhm.
So set your goals.
Mhm.
Then after those 6 to 8 weeks, you should have let some old bad patterns and habits go and started creating new ones. Now in those 6 to 8 weeks, you may have lost up to 10 pounds, especially if you're sticking low carb and you're really cutting the sugar.
Mhm. Mhm.
But then you've got to keep it off.
Right.
So
of
now you have a
course.
whole new set of goals,
Mhm.
a whole new set of way of eating to stick to, a
Mhm.
whole new way, because you've got to maintain that
Yes,
weight loss,
exactly.
maintain that muscle gain, maintain that pattern, that schedule of working out and doing all that. Which, as you reach one set of goals and accomplish that task, then you just reset, as I like to say, rinse and repeat, just with new goals.
Yeah, no, that's really good, Elsie, and they could stick with that. And I know you're always talking about the importance too about watching gluten and the levels of glycemic index and such that you're always really good on. And like you mentioned, staying with natural, organic, whole foods and things of that nature. So with that, it sounds like a really good plan of attack that for sure, to make people succeed.
Well,
if they stick to it.
those are 3 things:
Mhm, mhm.
cutting back or removing the sugar
Mhm.
and the starches,
Right. Yep.
eating protein, fats, and vegetables.
Yep.
Up your intake of vegetables.
Mhm.
Those are critical. You're going to get all the fiber you need.
Uh huh.
You're going to get all essential vitamins and minerals. You're going to get healthy protein.
Mhm.
You're going to feel good. You're going to fuel your body with good quality food. And then top it off with exercise. It's like the cherry on top. It works.
Yeah. Yeah, and it could lead to other things like improving, for example, stress management, right? Because I think that we learn about cortisol, belly fat for
Yeah.
people who have a lot of stress, and the fat creeps up on them. So that's just as important, isn't it? Would you find that with
Oh my
your
gosh,
clients?
yes. That and getting your needed sleep, making
Oh,
sure
yes,
you
rest. Mhm.
rest.
Absolutely.
Sleep
Sleep is
is,
vital.
there are more and more studies
Mhm.
showing that sleep is vital and
Yep.
critical
Mhm.
if you want to maintain a healthy body.
Mhm.
And also in particular weight loss,
Mhm.
getting enough sleep is essential.
Mhm.
Because when we are tired, when you are run down,
Mhm.
you tend to eat, whether you're conscious of it or not, you eat more sugar because your body needs that fuel to stay awake. So sleep is critical,
Mhm.
especially if you've been diagnosed with prediabetes or diabetes. Start creating a ritual around your patterns of sleep and making sure you're getting 6 to 7 hours minimum of
Mhm.
sleep.
That's really good. And then another one, Elsie, too, on that last third one of exercise. If people can't get to the gym, they don't have time, they can't afford a gym membership, whatever. What about like if their option was to work out at home, or with the weather nice now, with the fall weather, you know, nice and cooler?
Oh gosh, the fall weather, get
Yeah.
out, take a walk.
There you go.
There's
Mhm.
and there, you know, you can get a nice mat at
Mhm.
Target.
Yep.
Big Lots carries them.
Mhm.
You can get a nice exercise mat. There are so many YouTube videos.
Free, right?
Free
Mhm. Yeah.
of charge.
Millions
where
of
you
videos,
can
pretty much.
get a good 20-minute and buy some light weights at
There you
Target.
go,
Big
yeah.
Lots has Dollar Tree.
Mhm.
Go to the places that Marshalls. There are all kinds of places that sell. Watch the sales for
Mhm.
Dick's and Sports Authority, because really all you need is a good set of weights,
Yeah.
resistance work, and for anybody who's just starting out, start with 1 and 2 pounds. Don't go buy 3, 5s, 8s.
Uh-huh.
Start with 1 and 2 pounds. The worst thing you can do is overtax and cause an injury,
Mhm.
because then that knocks you out.
Yeah. Speaking of which, too, last time you had mentioned also if they're injury prone or if they're rehabilitating or if they're high impact exercises, they can always get in something like that, right?
Oh, the pool is great
Mhm.
because it takes the it's
buoyancy,
the
yeah.
buoyancy, and it makes things a lot easier, especially if you've got any kind of feet, ankle, knee, hip,
Mhm.
leg injuries.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
And you're recovering from those.
Mhm.
Get to a pool if you can.
Good idea.
And walking, just walking.
Mhm.
I start with a walking routine.
Okay.
Start with 20 minutes.
Mhm.
Just getting out and moving for 20 minutes. Then turn around, go your 10 minutes, and then
Right.
come back your 10 minutes. At least 3 to 4 times a week. And another thing I'm just going to add is, especially if you're changing your diet,
Yeah.
try to eat at the same time
Okay.
so that your body knows it's going to get food.
Ah, right.
Because when you start skipping, like
Mhm.
say you eat breakfast 3 days a week, and then things happen and you cut it out for 4 days a week, especially if you're changing your diet with
Mhm.
different foods, your body just will shut down.
Mhm.
If you deny it food, it will hold on to everything you take in,
Mhm.
and it will hold it.
Mm. That's good.
It will hold it. So eat at the same time. If you eat breakfast, and if you don't eat breakfast and you don't want to eat breakfast, it's not your thing, you've never eaten breakfast, don't do it.
Nothing wrong with intermittent fasting.
There's nothing wrong with intermittent fasting. In fact, it's really good for your
Yeah.
body.
Mhm. Studies have
So
shown it helps.
don't try to add something in
Mhm.
that you don't want to do, don't like to do, and doesn't work for you.
Right, exactly.
But you know, still a lot of people say eat a good healthy breakfast. But I know a lot of people who they really don't want to eat. They're not hungry. But if you get hungry around 10 and 11, then have something healthy.
Makes sense.
You can do a smoothie
Mhm.
and take it in, put it in the refrigerator at work, or take your cold packed lunchbox so it stays chilled. You can make egg cups. You can make egg salad. Hard-boiled eggs are great to have. Deviled eggs are great to have as breakfast.
Huh.
That on a bed of lettuce with some nuts and some apple slices, perfect.
That's really good.
So but try to eat at the same times or around the same time. I plan for 3 meals and 2 snacks a day,
Right.
and I eat around the same times because I practice intermittent fasting.
Mhm.
So I have my last meal by 6:30 in the evening. I am done eating. I don't eat anything else. That's my regular course. Now, if I'm going out to dinner with friends or I'm whatever, I don't stick to this routine. But my normal routine is I eat my breakfast around 8:30, 9 o'clock. I eat my lunch between 12:30 and 1:30. And I eat dinner between 5:30 and 6:30.
Oh, okay. Perfect.
Because then I go to bed early, because
Yeah.
I get up early. I get up around 5, so I go to bed. I'm in bed by 9:30,
Sure.
10 o'clock.
Oh, yeah.
So if I eat at 8 or 8:30, you know, that's only an hour and a half before I'm getting ready to shut down.
Right.
If I close it off at 6:30, I've got plenty of time to digest. And then that intermittent fasting kicks in, and then I don't eat again until 8:30 or 9.
Very good idea. Wow. Wow, Elsie, this is good. I mean, a lot of really good ideas. And so again, just if I may reiterate the three that we just said. Number one was to cut down on the sugar and the intake of any kind of
Starch,
carbs and
yep.
starches. Thank you. And number two was to eat more vegetables, proteins, and fats, of course, especially the essential fatty acids. And then number three was to get pumping the iron and add in the exercise and increase and step it up. Those are really good, and everything that just went along with it was excellent, Elsie. That was good. Nice. Very, very nice. Well, very good, Elsie. Well, how can people learn more about you and get your advice to help coach them?
You can contact me through my office business phone, 404-788-1610. Also on Facebook at Elsie Trawick Wellness.
Perfect, Elsie. Well, thank you so much for joining us on a beautiful day here in the beautiful pool.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
And yeah, it's very nice. And I can't thank you enough for all the help and suggestions for all the audience out there. I appreciate it, Elsie.
Thanks, it's been fun.
Thank you. Always fun.
Bye, y'all.
Bye-bye, everyone.